Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a career mode sim. We're trying to get AC Milan and we're going to build them back up to where they were in European football. In recent years, AC Milan have fallen off a little bit. So we're going to try and build them back up. They used to have players like Maldini, Nesta, Baresi, Hullet, Van Basten. They're not there right now. So we're going to try and build this team up again. We've got our pre-season tournament invite. The goals for this, we want to get to the top of Serie A, obviously, and we want to get back to the Champions League. That's going to be our goal for this team, is to try and win the Champions League, because that's what when I think of AC Milan, that's what I think of. Yeah, we're going to go ahead to the tournament invites. Now, I've not actually seen my squad, so I have no clue what they're like. Okay, we want to go for the... I don't want to go in a hard tournament, so we're going to go for this one here. Only Man United are there. We have, okay, we've got big Zlatan, Dirty Zlatan. We have some promising players here, actually. We've got Ante Rebic. I always get this guy confused with his brother. I'm going to say Theo Hernandez. Theo? Okay, his name is Hernandez. That's what we know. We're going to leave it at that. Romagnoli, Castillejo, Frank Kessie, Chahanolu, Matteo Musacchio, Giacomo Bonaventura, Lucas Paqueta, young striker in Rafael Leao. So he's going to be important for our team. We always have one player in this squad. So I've done a previous Arsenal rebuild and that worked really well. But we always have one player in this squad who I feel like symbolizes the team. And for this AC Milan team, it's going to be Maldini. His grandfather was there, his father was there, both captains. His older brother captained the game as well. I'm assuming this is one of the Maldini boys. I assume it is. I mean, it's a rare name as it is. So he's not going to leave the team no matter what. And I think the most important thing as well is we're going to try and comprise the defensive positions of Italian players. We are going to set up our youth squad, because that's the most important part. For me, we want the best judges. Oh wow, we've got some really nice scouts to begin with. Okay, 1 and 2, and hopefully we get a 5-star again. No, do we want experience or judgment? I would rather have judgment. Yeah, and he's more expensive as well. Logic. Okay, first things first, we're gonna send him to... Where's Italy? Am I missing something? There it is. We're gonna send one to Italy. So I'm gonna think of players who I assume who I kind of like associate with AC Milan. Those players are, you know, your defenders like Maldini, Nesta, Baresi, players like that, Gattuso, Pirlo as well. So we're gonna look in Italy. The next set of players I actually associate with AC Milan is your Dutch players, Seedorf, your Rijkaards, your Van Basten, Hullet. So we're gonna look in the Netherlands as well. We're gonna send our Turkish scout there. We should have sent our Dutch scout to Netherlands. Ha! Oh well. Okay. And the last one, I guess because they've always kind of had an influence there, is going to be Brazil. R9, Dida, Ronaldinho, players like that. So we're going to go to Brazil as well. Let's have a look at our objectives. So our objectives for this season are: within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the Youth Academy signed for the first team and play 50% of the games. Unless my team is absolute garbage, that's not happening. So, okay. Gain 63 million in earnings from shirt sales. Possible. Doable with one signing. Qualify to the Champions League and reach a quarterfinal within 3 seasons. That is so low. Finishing UEFA Champions League spot in the league and get to the quarterfinals of the Cup. And reduce player wages by 90,000 a week. Okay, that might be a toughie, because we're looking obviously to bring players in. Our transfer budget is 24.68 million. We're already 11 million down on profit, and we've got 245k wage budget. And they want us to reduce it by 90k. Stingy. That's fine. Okay. So we really got to look at this squad and think, where do we need to strengthen first? For me, I need a defensive midfielder in there. So off the bat, to come back to you guys, so we've got our first few targets. We've got Sandro Tonali, a young Italian defensive midfielder, up and coming, could be on the cheap. Donny van de Beek. Now this is an expensive one, but I think could be a marquee signing for us. Like, he could be the player we build our team around. That would be really nice. And Edson Alvarez, who comes from Eredivisie, Ajax, good ball player probably. Plays CDM and centre back, which could be a long-term solution for us at the centre back position, and we could bring in another midfielder, maybe Tonali as well, to fix that. So we're going to have a look at those three once the scouting reports are in for these two, and then we'll come back to it. So our first match is just a friendly match against Internacional, the Brazilian team, maybe? We win 2-1. Goals from Sami Castillejo and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I am Zlatan, there's Zlatan. They do score, so I'm not happy about that. That's the first thing I want to fix about Milan, is that they do not concede. And he looks like the perfect player to build around. It might be a case of Donny van de Beek and Sandro Tonali. We'll have to see. So we're going to approach them to buy. Hopefully we'll get this negotiation done. Tonali wrapped up. We're now going to do his wages. So hopefully we can get him signed on for a reasonable fee. He's a young player. We want him down for 5 years. This may not be that long a rebuild to get there, but we need to start somewhere. And hopefully they come back with us. There we go. We get the deal done for Tonali. So he's in our team. The next player we'll be looking at is Donny van de Beek, depending on how our funds look. But right away, Tonali goes into that team. I'm very happy with how that midfield looks right now. That's our 5 training sessions. Yeah, that's our 5 training sessions. We're going to do that, and we're going to keep running through these training sessions until we have some youth players to work on. By which point, hopefully, these guys will have enough training sessions under their belt that they'll have improved. Sandro Tonali is being suggested as the captain already. Wow. Who's the captain right now? I didn't even see. It's Romagnoli. So, I think in terms of roles, I'm going to make Zlatan the captain and then transfer it to Tonali. I think Zlatan's not going to be with us for long. He might be retiring at the end of this season. So, I want to get the most out of this team I can, and I think a leader figure like Zlatan will help that. And he might not be everyone's kind of leader, but I think in this team we just need a leader, and he's definitely the one. And then we're up against Sevilla, so let's see how this team does now. 2-0, and we get a clean sheet. Most importantly, we get a clean sheet. That's what we're looking for out of this team. We're looking for clean sheets. We're looking for wins. If we can get 0-0 every game, I'll be happy, as long as we don't get relegated. Alright, here we go. Last game. Hopefully we can get 3 wins. A 1-0 win. That's what I like to see. That's what I love to see. This AC Milan team is performing brilliantly so far. Tonali picked up a yellow card. Not too happy about that. But we're happy that we got through that with only conceding 1 goal in 3 games, which is very good. We get an additional transfer budget too. If we can't keep them, we want to replace them directly. 3-0 win against Guadalajara again. Another solid win and another clean sheet. Clean sheets are the key here. They had 10 men for most of the game. That is horrendous. And then they got an injury to their keeper in the 3rd minute. I mean, he didn't come off, so he can't have been that hurt. Do you know what the thing is? FIFA will be like, oh, he got injured. Tore an ACL. Played on. And we're up against Sevilla in the final, who we won 2-0 against, I think. So hopefully we can do the same again. Team's a bit tired, but again, we're all good with that. As long as Ibra doesn't get hurt, we're okay. And we won in the final on penalties. So it's a win, but we conceded a goal, which I'm not happy about. Kessie pulling out the goal for us against Sevilla, and we win 5-4 on pens. Okay, we win the tournament. We get a bit of budget. We move on. First, we've got our first set of scout reports from Brazil. Bruno Ferreira we're going to reject. So basically, I just want to go through my criteria quickly. My criteria for a player is, it doesn't matter what age they are, if they're 15 to 17. I prefer 15, 16, with a reasonable overall and a very high potential. Almost guaranteed. Like this guy here, Diogo Neves, he's 18, he's not going to make it in our team. But again, if we look at Fabio Ribeiro, even though he's 15, his overall's not great, but his potential isn't that great either, so we can't take him on. I want to take on people who are going to make the team in a couple of years' time. We're going to go to the next one. We're now in the Netherlands. Now this here is an interesting one because it's 66-92. I personally would not take this on because I think 92 is too low for me. 70-94, that's more like it, and a good overall. Lorenzo van der Linden. That's a great name. So we're going to sign him. Patrick Bakker as well. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. All these players have been really good actually. We're going to take all these players on. We're going to take them all on. Even so look at, that's interesting because he could be a 75 rated. I mean, he's probably not going to be, but Be great if he was. And then of course the Italian players, we're going to look for Italians as well. Oh, Giuseppe Moretti, 80 to 94, 15 years old. We're going to sign him for sure. Another one there, Michele Colombo, Simone Esposito. We're not going to sign him. Not high enough potential for me. And Francesco Mancini, we're not going to sign him either. And the first game of the season is a 3-0 win with an injury to Ibrahimovic. This is what happens when you let a 38-year-old lead your attack. He's out for 8 weeks, so we're going to have to rely on Rafael Leao. Hopefully we take this game as well. We take it 2-1. Not happy we conceded. Conceded to Donnarumma as well. Come on, man. Oh, no, I just saw Romagnoli. Romagnoli's out injured. When did he come off? He came off in the early parts of the game as well. He's injured bad. And you know what? Knowing this game, it'll be like, oh, he got a dead leg. You see what I mean? Romagnoli came off with a bruised leg, and Ibra played on with a torn quadricep. FIFA, fix up! The team's playing well, they're winning games. This is the first game actually with Rafael Leao up top, isn't it? We win 1-0 in the 90th minute with Castillejo. That is huge. And another clean sheet, which I'm proud of the boys for. Good result for us. Very good result for us, and our goal difference only gets better. Here we go. We're going to keep the same team again. I think this team can beat them. They've had some improvement in the team as well, actually. Some of the ratings have gone up. Donnarumma, Conti. I don't see anyone else on the face of the first 11, but this is going to be a big game. We're going to go for it. Internazionale versus AC Milan. We're at home, although they share a stadium, so really we're both at home. Here we go. If we can win this, they beat someone 5-0. We're up against Torino with Simon Kjær unavailable. We're just going to auto-replace the player. Brings in Matteo Musacchio. Hopefully we can win this. This is a big game for us as well. We've lost again. Same team again. We're not going to change. We need consistency. They've had 2 losses and a win, so they just won. Hopefully we can take a win now. We do win. We do get a win. Kessie got himself sent off. James Ward-Prowse. What? Okay. Rafael Leao breaks his duck, finally gets a goal. We're off the ground running. We've got to remember as well, we don't have our best striker in the game. In any of these games, we don't have the big strikers there. So we're relying on a bit of our second string players. Scouting report. Breno Fernandes, he's back again, but he's changed position. Well, all right then, we'll sign you. Chayo Gomez, he looks good. Hugo Azevedo, no. Igor Cardoso. Again, another player turned up in my other career mode. Exact same look. Exact same position, actually. And Alex Conchao, I think that's how you say that name. Correct me if I'm wrong again. I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of these names. If you're watching this video and you've got this far in, comment down below where you think we're going to finish this season and how you think we're going to do in all our competitions. If we'll reach objectives, where we'll fall short, stuff like that. Where you think the team could be improved as well. I'd like to hear from you guys. Hit me with everything you got. Marvin de Witt is the only one we're going to take on from the Netherlands. And we've got the Italian report. Matteo, I don't know what that said. Daniele Lombardi, he's older, but he's got a good potential, and I like that in a player. And this Andrea Santoro as well looks very good, so we're going to bring him in. Ricardo Giordano doesn't make it. Ultra plays the player for this match. We're going to play against Genoa, see how we go. We're up against Lecce. Let's see how we do. They've not had great results. They've had 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. We've not had great results ourselves. We win 2-1. We're still conceding goals, which I'm not happy about. We need to get out of this conceding goals. Kjær came in for Musacchio for the second half, so we're lucky he didn't get an injury because he was hurting. We are now 4 points off the pace for 4th, which is not good. We're 6 points off the top. I'm not focusing on the title this season. I think let those 3 teams battle out at the top. We're looking at 4, 5, 6. That's where we're aiming right now. I don't think we're making Champions League this year. I'd be surprised if we do. It would be a positive start. But I think as long as we get this team going in the right direction, that's fine. We don't want to be best of the rest. We want to be in that mix. They're on 19, so they're 2 points off the lead right now. A win here would really put us close to them. I mean, they're close right now. They're 4 points away right now, so a win would put us within 1 point of them. A 1-1, we'll take that. We had the lead, we let it slip, we conceded again. We conceded again. I'm not happy about this. It's what I've got to work with, but I'm not happy. That's the number one thing a Milan team should be good at for me, is defending. And you didn't deliver, Ibra, so I don't know what you're happy about. Keep the same team up against Spal now. We're already into October as well. This is an okay start to see. Again, 2-0, and we get another injury. Injuries just aren't giving us a break right now. 2 from Ante Rebic, which is really nice. I like that. Ante Rebic, I think he's a fantastic player in real life. I think he's a very dynamic attacker. 3 days, so it's okay. We're not out with a big injury there. Alessio Bruno, yeah. Federico Ricci, yeah. No. Rinaldi, yeah. Even though he's not a great rating, we're gonna take him. Okay, take me to youth squad. Have I got too many people here? Mike van der Meer, not going to make it. So if you see now what I'm doing, I'm looking at the potential. I'm judging it purely on that. Although the potential can vary and go up and down. If the potential's dropped too low for me, I'll cut them from the team. Colombo's going. Look at that. 82 to 94, 84 to 94. We should be training him. Alessio Bruno, good. So far, all these players seem to have held their... Wow! Igor Cardoso needs training. Marco Costa, not going to make it for me. Federico Ricci. Okay, perfect. And I know these players can go back up again. For me, it's just not worth waiting to see if they do. I would rather bring in... Lucas Paqueta served a bruised rib. Okay. Not served a bruised rib, suffered a bruised rib, Khalil. Carlos Lins. Alfonso Cabral. Renato Pereira. Yeah, we're going to sign him. Kleber Meneses. That's a weird distribution of positions, by the way. So I can either play centre back, centre mid, or left mid, right mid. I mean, I know they're all young players, so really nobody really has a fixed position when they're younger, but my god. Thomas van der... I swear we had him before. Joshua de Graaf, no. Patrick Hendricks, no. The rating isn't... It's not solid enough for me. We're going to see who the computer puts in for us. It's gone with Castillejo. He's hurt, but he's going to play. This is risky. Let's see how we do. They've been in good form. I don't expect to win this game. We have got a huge win. Huge win. Ante Rebic, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Brilliant win. 2-0 against one of the top teams in the league, and we haven't lost points there, which is the key thing. We're back into the top 6, and we're 3 off Lazio now. We are chasing them down. Big game. Away game. I don't expect us to win this game. If we win this game, that is huge. But they've just beaten Genoa, they've beaten Torino, Lokomotiv Moscow. The only thing that we could maybe capitalize on is that they're tired. But let's see how we go. Hopefully it's a big win for us. It's a 1-0. We were so close. Aaron Ramsey. How could you do that to me in the 86th minute as well? We held them for 85 minutes. That's unlucky. We'll take that. We'll take that. We have to take it. We don't have a choice, really. It's not a great start to the season, but I believe we can turn it around. We've taken on a lot of the tough teams. We've played Inter. We've played Roma. We've played Lazio. We've played Juventus. We've played Torino. We only have Napoli left to play. Sassuolo, I think we can take. And the rest of them are bottom half teams. So we still have 7 out of the 7 games we've got left, 5 games I think we should win. Well, there's only... Yeah, there is 20 teams in Serie A. So we've still got 7 games left to run before we're halfway through the season. I think 4 or 5 of those games we should be winning. That puts us in a good position to push up the league and try and get into those top 4, top 6 spots. We want Europa League for sure next year. We don't have any European football now. I want European football. But yeah, that is going to conclude it for today's episode. If you guys did enjoy it, please, again, do leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think of the team, how we could improve it. Of course, there's a lot of things we could do. We do have a budget, and we are coming up to January. We will be in January in the next episode. We've got a budget of 41 million to work with. We need some young players. The squad is good. What we're trying to build is an Italian base squad with maybe some Dutch influence, like the old Milan. We're trying to build defensive solidity, good striker up top, flair players down the wings as well. So give me some suggestions. We'll go through it. We'll see what you guys come up with. We're getting rid of you because you're a bad attitude player. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.